All right, guys, happy Sunday. It's a good day today. Ethereum is pumping, just hit $4,900. Some of our other coins aren't doing as well, but I want to share with you guys um, something that I'm doing. And this is the next 10x pick of mine. Um, Before we get into it, I just want to provide a quick disclaimer. Nothing in this video is financial advice. Pause the video and read the rest of it. But you're responsible for your trades, and I'm just sharing what I'm doing. Let me give you guys a little bit of an update as to what has happened recently and where I came up with the funds to buy this. So, as you know, if you've been following this channel, my old company's 401k, I dumped all of it into a 2x leverage Ethereum ETF maybe like 3 to 6 months ago. I can't remember the exact timeline. That has compounded extremely well, and I basically sold off 25% of that and moved it into this next pick that I want to share with you. This next slide. So before we get into it, I'm not saying I bought World Liberty Financial. Like I said, this is a stock brokerage account. So World Wlfi is of course traded on crypto exchanges, not on that exchange. But I want to just cover, so World Liberty Financial, it just went live on Wlfi, and then recently I got a notification that it went live on BitUnix, which is a no KYC exchange that I use. Yesterday it was trading in the 30-cent range, and since it has pulled back to the 20-cent range, there are 100 billion tokens in circulation, so the current market cap is already at 22 billion. This puts it right under Cardano at number 11. I mean, it's launched and we're already at number 11 on the coin market cap. So, guys, you got to keep in mind the Trump meme coin ran to $70 billion in market cap. And here we're talking about an actual legitimate project run by the president's children. I mean, this is, in my opinion, definitely a top 10 token. We already are sitting at a very expensive valuation at number 11. But let's get into the real pick that I'm choosing here. That is Wlfi Sigma Corporation. So this is not a cryptocurrency, but rather a stock. They bought 7% of the supply of World Liberty Fi tokens at a 20-cent token price, totaling $1.5 billion. So 7% of the supply. I can't highlight that enough. When digging and trying to find out what is the current company's valuation, it's somewhere in the $800 million range. So guys, if they have acquired $1.5 billion of World Liberty Fi and their current valuation is $800 million, I don't know how much of that is debt, right? How much did they borrow to do that? But it definitely piques my interest because, as you guys know, other companies, like let's just take Strategy, for example, which bought into Bitcoin. Wall Street absolutely loved Strategy after people found out and came around to understanding that Bitcoin's here to stay. Let's take a quick look at what Wall Street thinks of companies like Strategy, right? So let's jump over here. Let's look at MicroStrategy on the weekly. Exit that out. All right, guys, we were trading down here for weeks in the $24 range, and it has done over a 10x in price. And so we can say that Wall Street does value when companies invest in cryptocurrencies, especially cryptocurrencies that win. So yeah, just a simple thing. I think personally with World Liberty Fi or Wlfi Sigma, we are down here in this range right now, and we're waiting to break out. Let's take a quick closer look at the 5 Sigma chart. So guys, this company is, the price action at least, is no stranger to high dollar amounts. You can see it was once trading above $100, and now we're down to $6. It did for a while go as low as 72 cents, but that was before they've invested in Wlfi. So this is the company which I have allocated 25% of my gross profits from my Ethereum trade I put into this. Let me go into a little bit more detail as to why. Aside from company valuation being much lower than what they currently own in Wlfi tokens. All right, so the Trump meme coin hit 70 billion. We have to believe that Wlfi, a legitimate cryptocurrency, could surpass what the meme coin of Trump did. Wlfi, so if I were to take a target price of $1, it would put it at $100 billion market cap, which would put Alt5 stake at $7 billion. So you can imagine if they experienced an appreciation on their assets that are on their balance sheet by this much, the same thing that's going to happen with MicroStrategy will happen to this. It's going to absolutely explode. So let's just take, for instance, 7 billion, which would be their stake. Divide that by the current valuation of about $700 to $800 million. So that's where I come up with the 10x potential. Guys, this is what I have for you today. I'm going to start coming out with some more videos, but not financial advice. Take a look at Alt5. If you have a little bit of something you're willing to risk in a brokerage account, maybe it's worth a look. But like I said, do your own research. Nothing I say is financial advice. Basically, risking a lot. So, all right, guys, have a good one. Bye.